Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Vashti Denise, and you're watching another episode, another review and recap of Tia, My Next Act. This is season 1, episode 3. So let's get right into it, okay? This is episode 3 of Tia, My Next Act, For the Love of Cairo. And we all know that Cairo is her daughter, and this is about her daughter's birthday. She's in preparation for it. So that's the theme of this episode, right? So we open up and we're back at the catfish dating scene, right? Natasha and Sierra are on this blind date where they're vetting these men that they found for Tia on her online dating profile. And now they're meeting them at lunches just to see, get a feel for them, ask them questions, see if it's good for them to continue talking to Tia. Well, to start talking to Tia, because apparently they've been the one that they've been talking to the whole time. So weird. We already saw at the end of the last episode how the 3 guys that they've talked to so far have not exactly worked out, right? And it's not fully their fault. Once again, Natasha is being pretty strict, pretty mean, honestly. She's pulling out the fire to these guys. And it really should be innocent until proven guilty, right? Like, and they're not even on trial for anything. Like, you're here to meet someone new to possibly date them. Why are they treating this like paternal court? You know? So it's weird. It's weird. It's really weird. But we're at the 4th guy, and the producers had to remind us that they specifically asked Natasha to be nice. Okay, we come back literally with them saying, let's give this guy a chance, please. Let's give this guy a fair shake. That was the whole sentence. Let's give this guy a fair shake. Like, wow. That really shows, if there's an outside person that's like, yo, let's be nice to this guy, that shows you that you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're scaring the men away. Okay? That's literally what you're doing. You're scaring the men away. So the new guy comes in, he's number 4. He is handsome, well put together. Seems like they have a good conversation, and he's going to get the green light from Sierra and Natasha to move forward to talk to Tia. I didn't see him do anything differently. And honestly, why do they keep picking these young guys? This guy is 37. Tia's like 43, like mid 40s. All of the guys that they've been vetting has been like 30s. And as a woman in her 30s, that is not the age group to be looking for, sis.
No, it is not.
Now, granted, it's true they are going for the older ones for sure. I do feel like the men in their 30s are more prone to be dating the women in their 40s and 50s. But you need to make sure that they actually want the same things that you want. Like sometimes 30-year-olds still want to play games, and you got 2 kids. Ain't that many games to be played. Okay. But it seems like, yeah, he's gonna get the green light. We are going to see him and Tia go on a date later on in the episode. So that was cool. They go out on a little lunch, and they're telling Tia like how excited they are about this new guy, and Tia has like a sad moment.
Be nice. I'm finding it.
I'm like, Tia, what side are we on? Okay. Are we excited to be dating? Are we still mourning the marriage? You have the right to be wherever you are emotionally, mentally for this relationship, for this time in your life. Like, of course, you have free reign, but I'm going to need for you to make a decision. We need to know where we are. Like, as an audience, we're confused. We're confused because every time it's like, oh, we're getting a new guy. Like, yay, this is exciting. Then it's like, but Corey. Like, girl, are we happy? Are we sad? Are we disappointed? Are we regretful? Like, where are we? Are we all in one? Okay, we're everything at this point. Like, girl, what's really going on? She even has that moment again where she's like, well, maybe I'll just die alone. And you know, Natasha and Sierra are like, girl, you got us. And that's the realest thing. Like, I love that we can be open and honest about the fact that sisterhood is monumental in these moments. Like, you need some besties that are going to be like, girl, we got you. We got you, okay? It's not just on a man. It's not just a man that can take care of you. Yes, there are certain things romantically and stuff that you want to have a partner for and all these things, but a lot of things are community based. We can have girl nights. We can go out. We can explore new things. We can have wine nights when you don't want to be alone. Like, it doesn't have to be all on the man, right? It doesn't have to always be about dating. You got your girls, like, fall back on your girls. So she starts talking about planning Cairo's birthday party and how different this one is going to be because Corey's not going to be there. My question is,
where he gonna be at, sis?
where will he be? Why will he not be at the party? Is he working? Does he have prior engagements? I'm confused. Like, I thought that this divorce was amicable. I thought you guys were on good terms. So why would he not be at the birthday party? He's her father. And then she's asking questions like, who's going to be there? I'm not sure if anybody's going to show up. Where's her family? Like, is it because of the cameras? Is this show creating a wedge between her and her loved ones because they don't want to be on camera? Like, is this show going to be a problem? Is this show a problem, Tia? Because why is no one showing up for Cairo's birthday party? Like, this is a family event. She's turning 5. Like, that's a time for family, right? I mean, of course she can have her friends and things like that, but I'm just confused as to what all of the anxiety is about with no one showing up to the birthday. Like, where's her 2 brothers? Where's Tamara? I understand if they don't want to be on the show, but we could blur y'all faces out. Like, come on. We can have the cameras in designated areas. Like, why can't y'all be at the party? That's so extra. That's so extra for you to not just show up to your niece's birthday party because you don't want to be on camera. And grandchild, like, where's the grand? I don't know. I get more and more confused about Tia's family dynamics as this show goes on, honestly, because it seems like she's confiding in everyone but blood. So, should we have been alarmed when you said that you and Tamara aren't that close? Like, are you not close to your whole family? And is that residual from the divorce? Have we been making choices outside of the family dynamics? Yeah, I'm just concerned, Tia. What's going on? What's going on? We may need to reevaluate how we're making these decisions and why these decisions are affecting your long-term relationships in such a serious and negative way. Because I don't know why none of your family would show up for Cairo's birthday. Like, that's wild. And then she's saying comments like, I did it alone in my marriage, so I'll still do it alone now. I can do it alone now. Like, did you? Were you a single mother in your marriage? And that's a legit question, right? Because that is the case for a lot of women. A lot of women get to divorce and realize, like, wow, I should have divorced a long time ago because I've been parenting by myself this entire time. So, was that the case? Or are we once again painting a narrative that's not true? Or at least not entirely true? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And of course, she's just freaking out. She's just freaking out about everything. Like, oh, I was planning a princess party. Now Cairo wants a llama party in a 5-year-old fashion. She's going to change her mind every 2 seconds. We know not to go on the whims of a 5-year-old, okay? Like, the party's going to be the party. You'll be all right. You'll have fun. Regardless, you'll be fine. We get a FaceTime with Jerome. Jerome's in the house. I said, Jerome's in the house. Jerome. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. I love how they sing that every time. Like, if you watch the Tia and Tamara show, whenever Jerome came around, they would sing that song. Jerome is one of their favorite cousins in the family. He seems to be one of the closest ones to Tia and Tamara. And it's good that they are still cultivating this relationship. At least I think. Because during this FaceTime, he says, well, she brings up that this will be the first time that he's met Cairo. And Cairo's going to be 5. So where has he been for 5 years? Are y'all just rekindling? Like, and this is what I'm talking about. We keep progressing in Tia's story without having any sand to fill in the holes that we created back there. Like, there's still so many questions. This is becoming a landmine for questions. Like, why, if you and Jerome are so close as cousins, right? And I get it. He could live in a different state, life happens, things like that. But it's been 5 years and he hasn't even met your youngest child. Why is that? Why is that? Like I find myself asking myself why a lot during this show. I just feel like we're not filling in the blanks. We're just constantly getting more information and it's like, well, why? How does this connect? So throughout this episode is just a lot of conversation, right? The rest of this episode is a lot of conversation where she's talking about, making sure that this party is everything. She really wants this birthday party to be nice for Cairo. She's talking to Natasha and Jerome and Sierra to make sure that everything's good. All 3 of them end up going to a llama farm, which ends up being an alpaca farm. Tia literally says, if I don't know the difference between an alpaca and a llama, then Cairo won't. And I feel the exact same way because I don't. They looked the exact same. I don't know the difference between the two, and neither will Cairo, neither will the kids. They're just going to see an animal. They'll love it, of course. And of course, there's some banter. It's cute. They're on this farm. Tia is just adorable with these heels on. She didn't know that they was going to be in the country. So we love moments like that. They have the birthday party. They have Cairo's birthday party. And my biggest question is, where's the family? Where's the family? Like, none of her siblings, Tamara, Taviar, Taj, parents, aunts, uncles, cousins. I mean, Jerome was there, but other than that, like, where's the family? And I know it's different when we're adults and we live in different states. And, I have a big family, so I completely understand that sometimes it's just difficult to get everyone in one room at one time. But I do feel like once you have kids, you have the responsibility to incorporate them in your family dynamics and for them to understand that they have a relationship with these people as well outside of you. This is their family too. So you have to give them opportunities and spaces to cultivate those relationships. And usually birthday parties and celebrations as such are one of those events. I think it was really tough that none of the family was at the party. And I'm confused with that. I know that not everyone is in the same state, but I do believe that some of her people are in California. Like, it's just confusing. Like, when did the separation happen? Have they always been distant from Cairo in her life? Or, has recent decisions that T has made in her life distanced her from her family? I don't know. But it definitely shows that they weren't present at this party. And although it looks like Cairo had a good time, I'm glad. It looked like she had her friends there, and Tia had some friends that were there. But you can tell that family was missing. And I really don't want to know what happened in that dynamic. Like, why is she not close with her family, period? It's like in the first episode, she hints about Tamara, but it seems like it's her whole extended family that's not really in the picture. And I'm not sure why. And that should definitely be rectified for Cairo and Cree's sake. It's their family too. And then we go into the blind date that Tia has with the new guy. And it seemed like it went well. She was definitely flirting, very giggly. Very giggly, okay? That's one thing that we have in common. I definitely laugh in a lot of my nervous situations or when I'm flirty or feeling some type of way. And you can tell that that was definitely a thing for Tia. She was definitely giggling all over the place. She was cackling, There were some cringe moments. It was definitely like,
Girl, he only asked you about some water. It's not that funny.
but I get it. I get it. She had herself a good time. And then he asked for her number and it looked like she said, yeah, it looks like he got the digits. So he must have did something right. He must have did something right. And I'm here for it. Okay. You deserve, Tia. You deserve to have good times. And I'm glad that she went on a good date. Even if it doesn't like go into anything more than that. I think it's good that she's exploring and, really putting herself out there. So let me know in the comments how you felt about this episode. How do you feel about Tia's decisions? Do you have any advice for her when it comes to dating now that she's fully divorced and getting into the dating market, period? This is her first time getting into it. So let me know what advice you would give her in that situation. Thank you so much for watching. I'll definitely be watching the next episode. We're going to get through this season. It's still a bit slow. I could use a little more juice, a little more drama. Let's dig a little deeper. I still want to dig a little deeper. But I'm enjoying this journey and I'm enjoying watching it with you guys. So thanks again for tuning in and I'll see y'all for the next one.